Across the continent of Greater Banya, peoples of all walks of life share a common sense. The sense that something is approaching. What it is remains a secret to most, but they can feel it. Rumors of sickness spread in the south. A mountain flies in the west. An army of living flame marches through the desert sands, leaving a line of glass as their trodden path. Yes, these are the troubles set to welcome a god into this world. Behelit, the lidless eye, god of the searing light. She approaches and will not be deterred. However, a few know of her coming and prepare. A deadly and cunning thief, a champion of the mountain tribes, a cleric of chaos, a brilliant artificer, and a scarred soul whose past is catching up with him. Can these individuals save the rest? Can they kill a god? Can they save their friend? Can they each finally find a home? Let us together read the final chapters of these heroes.
Balls. Oh, I'm the one that speaks. I can't cover that up. Dang it. Anyway, welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helpful Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I try to help my friends maintain a low profile. I'm Andrew Gilbert, he, him, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. With me, as always, is Galway, playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hey everybody, I'm Galway, pronouns he, him, his, and I play a Callan Charity of the family whose pronouns are also he, him, his, who just wants a goddamn nap.
Adam, playing the Halfling Rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hi, everybody. Yes, my name is Adam. I use they, them, or he, him pronouns. I play Burbage Kemp, who uses he, him pronouns and just wants a goddamn rap. Like a sandwich.
Like a sandwich?
Yeah, like a sandwich.
Those are good.
Well, we've established our pattern. Lena, playing the Goliath Barbarian Stormbringer.
Yeah, hi, I'm Lena. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Stormbringer, whose pronouns are also she, her. I was not paying attention to what bit we're doing, so...
Fair. And Rachel, playing the Gnomish Artificer Clem.
Hi, yes, I am Clem. We are she, her, and Clem doesn't know what she wants.
And Darcy, playing the Tiefling Cleric Hikari.
Hello, I'm Darcy, they, them, and Hikari is she, hers, and we were going with what? Nap, rap, zap! Zap someone.
Were we rhyming? God, I didn't even realize that. I'm fucking brain dead tonight.
Well,
Sorry.
Two of us out of the four so far.
One
Darcy.
person rhymed, and that was me.
No, Darcy got nap zap.
Right,
nap,
but
zap.
leading up to you, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
there was not really a pattern.
No.
Crap.
Oh, you did it!
Crap. Hey, there we go. So welcome to our live recording of the podcast Goats and Dragons. We now have 3 podcast feeds that you can listen to. Goats and Dragons, which is our long form campaign, multi-year, 1 to 20th level, huge. And we're in the 3rd chapter of it, 3rd and final chapter. And you can check out Helpful Goat Presents, which right now is focusing on the world of Tyr, Galway DMing various campaigns, all kind of connected through this really, really deep, crazy lore, which is awesome. So that's really cool. Check that out for that. And we did a 25 episode campaign with with actor Dominic Monaghan. The podcast is called Dom and Dragons. And Dom was great, and that was a lot of fun. So you should check that out as well. We're affiliate on Twitch, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us here. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free through Prime Gaming. It's super easy to click a couple buttons, get that all set up, and it's free. It's a free subscription, and it super helps support indie content creators like us. You can also help us by buying some merch by typing !merch in the chat. You can also help us by typing !KO-FI in the chat, or coffee, and that allows you to, give some money directly to us, which again we just spend on trying to create more stories and content, and make sure that we have the equipment to do that.
Sorry.
No, you're good. And
Sorry. All of a sudden I got like a cold.
You're
right
good.
before we started.
And !Discord in the chat will get you hooked up to our community hub, and this is where we hang out for the most part all the time. And you should join that and hang out with us because we're fun people and we're nice. We also have !Donate in the chat. And Goy, would you mind mentioning what our current charity is?
Yeah. Right now, !Donate will take you to a link for Service Never Sleeps, which is a social justice organization focused through a lens of racial justice and building a network of allies. So please, if you have the opportunity, check them out, donate to them, or see if you can take one of their trainings, or you or your organization. They're really, really good.
Awesome. And do we have Chelsea's poem somewhere?
We do.
Would someone mind reading that?
I'll read it. You finally made it to Federo after an exhausting trek. The city is living up to the hype of a frozen wreck. The power of the fourth wall is there to break. A friendly word of advice, every rest opportunity before battle you should probably take. Death is still definitely not, but rent payments and glorious chaos are a thing. Much love, you are seen and heard, the family of Fates of Ryn.
Oh my gosh. It's a good reference to a bad joke. Chelsea, you're so awesome. Thank you so much.
That makes me so happy.
All right. Well, we are in Federo. Do I want a little bit of music here? Okay. Okay. Last time on Goats and Dragons, the Fates of Ryn, the family found an old member of Calorin's troop haunting the halls of an old dwarven civilization. They were able to suggest a path to the surface, and then he disappeared into the halls now that the threat of the goo was gone. Charity and the family heard a similar refrain from this individual that, one, the city above was covered in ice and only getting colder. Two, that Charity's father had disappeared about the same time as Calorin did. Three, that Ire and Arisa were captured. And four, that Ponway was dead as a massive and dangerous wizard fight occurred in the skies above Federo. Making it out of this underground, the family snuck past a lowlife named Knot and snuck into the River Slums district, where Burbridge's old residence is now inhabited by a former guard of the Temple of Ryn, one the family recognized, and one whose rent has come due. Now, the city of Federo is nearly unrecognizable. The hot coastal city with its sand dunes, is now a frozen wasteland. The once bustling streets.
Coastal city.
The once bustling streets are nearly empty. The sands have been replaced by snow. The music and laughter that filled the streets at times is only a howling wind now. The clouds above mix with black smoke and make the skies appear scorched. The world is cracking under the weight of what is to come. And now, you are in the dragon's lair. You have purposefully surrounded yourself with everyone who wants to kill you most of all. And at this moment, as you are speaking with your new friend, 2 temple guardians dressed in purple and red robes glide along the snow, not leaving footprints in their wake. They seem to be approaching this residence. But you know what? Before I'd ask what you're doing, I would like all of you to hop off for just a moment and allow me to talk directly to chat. And whoever's listening.
Sketchy.
I'll give you a wave when you come back in. All right. All right. Deep in the halls of the Temple of Ryn, there is an dusty office lined with books and a high priest of Yin named Yizek stalks over to one of his tables with a hot piping pot of tea, and he pours a couple glasses. And then, as if he's lost his grip all of a sudden, the teapot slips through his fingers, crashing onto the floor. And he hears a howling wind all around him. The world has turned to a silver, glassy substance. And he turns around. Towering above him is this tall, incredibly slender, shadowy figure, long fingers, and white eyes just glaring so brightly at him. And Yizek very calmly, "Oh, it is quite a feat to pull me into the ethereal plane. Are you the creature that has been helping us from time to time?" And the tall figure nods very slowly. Nevertheless, and Yizek snaps his fingers. He is back in his own room, and he now has pulled this figure into reality, which looks around a bit unnerved, but then speaks. "The family has reached into the borders of Fidaro. They came in through an establishment called Nuts from the underground." And Yizek. The family is here then. I suppose we should meet them. Where are they now? Currently they are in the slums district. But surely they will not be there that long. They are still hidden from me a bit. I believe by tonight they will be in the Sandkeeper quarters. and Yizak. And who are you? Why are you helping us? What is in it for you? I've spent many years trying to ruin Burbage Kemp's life. You see, he pulled the wrong card. And he and everyone he cares about will pay. And this shadowy figure with its long arms and fingers begins to dissipate. And Yizak is alone again in his office. Steam rising from the broken pot of tea. He sighs a bit. I suppose the end game is near. Right. Let's see what you have, family. And with that, let's everyone come back. Everyone put your things back on. Everyone come back in. I'll even type in here.
I'm back.
So
Yeah.
what happened was
Damn it. Should have told Darcy to plug their ears. I figured you weren't paying attention, but
usual I wasn't paying attention.
oh, this is ominous music for where you guys are at. Everything's fine. What am I doing?
I could hear was gentle, creepy wind blowing silently
Yeah,
as you were talking, and so I was just like, "What is that sound? It's creeping me out."
Well, this actually might be too nice of music. Let's just, we're going to do away with the music altogether. All right. So, friends, you are talking to this young man who, feels a little older since the last time you spoke. But he is entirely scared of Stormbringer, has presented you with a silver dagger, has also let slip that he is renting this place from the Temple of Ryn itself. And, any day now they should be coming to collect the rent. And at this point, Burbage and Charity sort of eyeing out the window, do see a couple robed figures, robes matching those of the Temple of Ryn, gliding down the street, probably with your luck straight toward you. What would you like to do?
All right, everybody, listen to me right now. I've got hiding places in my apartment just for situations like this. Now, with any luck, they're still here. But we're just going to go over to the closet.
It is filled entirely with like books, like really comic books of his own making. It seems like this person draws and creates their own sort of graphic novels.
Filled with like, can I push those aside and get to the back to see if the false panel is still there?
You can start taking all of these books out of the closet, but it then would be a very obvious mess right in front of the closet.
We should take some of the books out of the closet, and then they'll think we went in the closet.
Well, it doesn't matter.
That was just one of them, though. There's also the bedroom and stuff.
Yeah, I was interested in the other, the false panel right next to the closet.
Oh, yeah, that one too. Okay. That one he didn't know about. So you remove the really ugly painting of Centaur.
That he also did?
No, this one has been up since before Burbage even got the place. You remove that, and there is a false panel in here, which leads to a room that's small enough for Burbage Camp to fit into.
All right, I'm gonna hide in
And
here.
the rest
you
of us?
guys are shit out of luck.
There's still a
it-
bedroom off of the main little area.
I'm just picturing Burbage is like, okay, I'm in here, and like pulls the panel closed. All right, well, with that,
Can I fit under the bed?
is this? How does rent collection normally work? A couple of questions. One, purple and red robes. Two, do they leave footprints usually? Three, do they just like show up and you give them money and they go away without searching your premises?
I mean, basically all those things, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, you could try to fit under the bed. It's a bit small, but you could try.
Someone needs to draw a picture. I'm putting this out to the audience of Stormbringer hiding under a bed. Just imagining Stormbringer and then this bed like on top, like just right on top of you.
I'm gonna cram myself under the bed unless I see a better hiding spot.
Quick question. Do you have the money to pay your rent?
Oh, about that, can I borrow 15 silver?
Yeah, here. Charity is going to pick through his coins and use like silver that he's had since Federo.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna hide behind the door so like when it's shut right now.
Mhm.
So when it opens, like does that make sense?
Yes.
And then Charity's gonna.
Why are we hiding? Aren't they just rent collectors?
But they're agents of the Temple of Ryn who probably want to murder us. Also, they're not leaving footprints.
Do they want to murder me? I'm just some guy.
Generally, I haven't found that the Temple of Ryn asks a lot of questions or limits the collateral of, remember, our penal code here involves burning people's limbs off.
Man, I know landlords usually suck, but this is a lot. All right.
Everything about this city is a lot. It's a hellhole. Let's go. It's just, I'm assuming it's sort of a plain bedroom.
Yeah.
Charity will similarly move to sort of be a little bit screened if the door opens.
And clarification, Akari, are you at the door of the bedroom, like hiding behind that, or are you at like the front door trying to hide behind that?
No, like the door of the bedroom.
Gotcha.
I just want to go on record and say I resent what happened here. This is, if in any situation, Burbage should actually be able to be useful and helpful to his family, it would be this. And I tried getting the session started like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But of course, he only has a secret compartment that fits a single halfling. He's had to hide lovers before.
Yeah, in the closet one. So if you wanna quickly remove a bunch of the graphic novels.
I don't.
Okay.
I just wanted to go on record.
I can make three.
You would
of
have
us
been helpful.
I can make 3 of us invisible if we wanted to do that. It'd be a pretty high level spell, but
Do the 3 need to include you?
yeah.
Shit. Well,
I only have up to 4th level spell slots, so
No, save that, Clem. We're going to be fine as long as everyone stays hidden. And this guy, I don't think we ever got his name. As long as he pays his rent, we should be golden.
You hear a knock at the door. Haha. I need 10 more silver.
Burbage tosses out 10 silver from the false panel and then closes the panel again.
All right,
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
Oh, jeez, okay. All right, and then he goes and opens the door. Oh, hello. And none of you can quite see what's then transpiring in the other room. You just kind of hear him, and he sounds a bit nervous as he's talking to these individuals. You get a slightly more feminine voice, something slightly softer, a little higher, from one of the guardians. But he does seem to pay them, and as long as no one comes out of this room, they will take off again. And he shuts the door and kind of goes, "Oh, whew. All right. You all can come out now. That's all done."
that was a whole lot of hullabaloo for nothing.
Burbage was listening
wow.
very closely to the exchange.
Oh yeah, give me a
Between
perception
them.
check.
And was keeping an ear out for anything that might have been like a secret message to the high priests.
Okay. What you got?
23.
23 is very good. In fact, your place, you know how to listen in. You knew exactly the wall that would reverberate the best with a 23. This is a pretty normal exchange that you heard. You couldn't catch any thieves' cant. The exchange was very quick. It was basically like, rent is due. Here's the money. Anything to report? No, not at all. Have a good day.
Cool.
So yeah, it seemed like he's at least kept your secret. Probably because he's still incredibly terrified of all of you.
All right. Well done, coat check. You passed the first test.
What was the additional 10 silver for?
Oh, rent. Just needed rent money.
Deception. Well, insight.
I was gonna say, wait,
Yeah,
what?
anyone who rolled an insight, go for it.
Are you really gonna try and steal from the people that are in here that could literally kill you?
22 for me.
Here's just that 10 gold back or 10 silver right there. I was just maybe next month's rent is what I was hoping for.
Charity will sort of look at it. You can keep it. It's fine.
I liked you.
I'll flip Burbage a gold.
That's sweet of you. Not to be rude or anything, but just one thing. Are you staying here long? Or
Yeah, your bed looks comfortable. I think I'll take that. You're fine with the couch, right?
no. No.
I mean, the couch, you can definitely fit on the couch. You're not that big.
Yeah.
You're fine. Yeah.
Sure, it's not a big bed. It's
Right, Clem can fit in the bed great, yeah, and I
Yeah.
just sleep on the ground or standing up watching everybody, as one does, you know? And, we're gonna stay here as long as it takes, and you're not gonna fucking say anything to anybody because otherwise I will squish you.
fair. Okay, don't want that. Sure. I mean, okay.
No, but really, we're gonna leave.
Eventually, we're going to leave, but
Right,
first-
like someday.
yeah, someday. All right, I need some clarification about something.
Sure. Or are you talking to Andy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Federo is and what has always been and still is a theocracy run by the Temple of Ryn.
Yes.
Ostensibly, Ryn would be opposed to Behelit.
From what you understand, yes.
Like I mean the followers, who knows, but like Ponway brought the. Isn't our understanding that Ponway brought this winter wonderland on Federo as kind of a warped way to try to protect Federo from the fire blight and from the fire army? Or am I wrong?
I think certainly Charity made that assumption.
This also just does seem to be related to the effects of the flowers that we were getting from Conway. Or
right.
similar to the effects.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. All right, Kochek. We're gonna need any useful information you have.
Okay.
About Temples of Ryn.
Right.
/ are there any temples of Borear in Federo?
Yeah, there are all the fates have temples in Federa. I mean, what can I tell you about Temple of Ryn? It's a big place, built very long ago. It's a place that, well, the front area, the foyer, is very nice, and I don't.
That's
I really
all you
didn't
know
see
about it,
a
because
lot about. Yeah,
you
I wasn't.
stayed in the foyer. That's
Right,
where we
I
met
got-
you.
Sure, I got Ponway tea a few times.
All right, code check. Okay.
Hey, where's Conway?
Well,
I told you he's dead. He was blown up in the skies.
I don't think that was you that told us that. I think that was the
Huge.
other guy.
Oh well, I would have told you if you'd asked me.
Well, I just asked you.
Yeah. Ponway got blown himself up.
High
Terrible.
Priest Yizik.
Was one of them that blew him up?
Oh, and he's still just kicking around.
Oh, he's the high priest. There's only one now. It used to be a whole set of them were like high priests, and they all sort of ran things together. Not anymore. It's just music.
Is he working
He's-
with anyone?
I mean, he's got a bunch of temple guards and that sort of thing. But as soon as Ponway and the high priest's kind of hierarchy fell, I was kicked out as well. They didn't seem to trust me with temple secrets and whatnot.
What happened to the other high priests?
I don't exactly know. A couple of them ran, I believe, and a couple of them probably died. Maybe they still got them captured somewhere in there.
well, listen, guys. If I recall correctly, who's got the process avatar? Do we still have that? Is that still an inventory?
Believe it's in demi-plane at the moment, but I wouldn't know that. I
Didn't
believe it's in a
Know so
demi-plane at the moment.
much.
Didn't the notes in that book say that Hellfire was hidden by Boreer?
To be fair, Andy,
Yes.
as coat check, was correct. The actual process Avatarana is hidden in a demiplane that essentially only Charity can reach, because the means of connecting to an external demiplane are impossible to satisfy for it. And then, but Charity does have a recording of the entire book on one of his vision scribes. So if we wanted to play this as you're looking for something as we're kind of camping, you could pop back into the cubby and use the sphere.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which it gives us an world justification for looking through
Sure.
that text.
Yeah. We should do that. And it would confirm what he
He said.
remembers, which is what I just read in the handout. I don't know.
Cool. Good.
Hellfire, a god killer, hidden by Boreer, a servant of Ryn. I don't know. Could that mean something? Like, would Boreer have maybe hid it in a place dedicated to Boreer? Which one is Boreer? Is Boreer the one with the 10 feet, or is that the one with the 1,000 eyes?
Pretty sure it's all the eyes, and also is the sort of personal god of Gaholnia. So,
Oh yeah. Oh, we don't like that. Oh yeah, we don't like Gaholnia.
No, it's a horrible place.
All right. Okay. So where's the? Should we be looking in Boreer places?
Charity, you would also
Well-
know that story would have been far, far long ago from when your father had it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Message
that.
cantrip Burbage.
Are
I
you saying
think-
this out loud?
No. I'm
Is it
whispering.
actually a
to them.
message cantrip?
Yes, it's actually because this is the only way I don't kill this little dude, and y'all said I can't just kill people anymore because they're liabilities. So
I'm fine with you killing people. It's fun.
Does this have to do with Burbage isn't supposed to be talking so freely about things in front of random NPCs? Look, I'll stop doing that if you stop killing people. I'm just kidding.
I did stop killing people, so stop talking in front of it.
I know. Okay, what does Stormbringer messaging to Burbage? Because now I am concerned that maybe I'm
Hey, Burbage, first of all, please shut the fuck up. And second of all, Peliatoth said that Conway had the Hellfire last. I'm pretty sure it's Peliatoth. I didn't actually write down who said it, but it was when we were talking to Peliatoth.
Charity will also message Cantrip. Like, if Borer hit it, I suspect that my father could have been the one to recover it from its hiding, and if it's correct, Ponway may have had it after that, but certainly since the time of the text as ancient as that, I know someone else has had it. It was an asshole.
Right.
To be fair, that statement is true either way, even if Ponway got it.
Sure, yeah, those notes were from when Ponway and Aurora and those people were doing all this. All right, okay. Okay, so we just have to get back into Ponway's study.
You know what, Herb? Let's just go back and run our tavern. Like, this is all just a bunch of, too much. So let's just go back and run our tavern, Herb.
About that, hi everybody. I've been meaning to tell you
Herbage?
that as of a little bit ago, Akari thinks that she's an alter ego that she dreamed up in her carceral state named Kari Daytona.
Everybody whispering.
It's all right. It's okay. Why don't you go wash the coasters?
Sometimes when things are broken,
okay.
I hit them.
I don't know why I need to wash coasters, but okay.
I mean, I'll help you wash the coasters.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
help.
sure.
Go help with that.
All right, let's go wash coasters. Okay,
that
Herb,
cloth
I'll go
coasters.
get the coasters ready.
Okay. And then he goes and helps Akari in the sink. Little wash basin.
I think this has to do with earlier. Yeah, I think she's kind of fucked up, and not just in a typical fucked up kind of way, but in like a new fucked up kind of way.
Okay, like for real, sometimes hitting people really hard fixes it. Do you want me to hit her in the head really hard?
Not especially, actually.
With my hand, not with my axe.
I did give you enough credit to figure that one.
So, what are we gonna do?
About Hikari?
No. About, like, what are our next steps?
I think Akari will probably get herself sorted, and I think our next step is to sneak into Punway's study. We need to get into that. We need to do a heist, right? We need to do a Hellfire heist.
I have two thoughts.
It's alliteration, Stormbringer. It's alliteration.
I don't know what that is.
Well, that's all right.
The delivery on that was so perfect.
Well, that's all right.
Okay. I have two thoughts. First of all, can Hikari still fight as Hikari Daytona? Like, is she still functional?
Probably. Hey, Kari, kill one of those coasters.
Kari slams it on the table.
Took my sword out and I went, what?
You missed it entirely then.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Kari's not a fighter.
Oh
Kari
shit!
is a tavern owner.
Okay, well.
She wasn't one of those retired adventurer level 20 tavern owners that I've heard so much about?
Nope, they only existed for 2 years and 5 minutes.
I forget the exact numbers.
Something like that.
So, I have a question about you wanting to sneak into Ponway's study. He was, like, murdered, right? You don't think that, like, his study's been ransacked and taken over by somebody else?
in all likelihood, he was killed by, we've actually directly heard by the other high priests of the Temple of Ryn.
Wait, so that's
Yeah,
what I
so
was
I
gonna
don't know
say
that his
is,
study is just there pristine for us to go and
Right.
find his stuff.
I think we should find associates of his, people who were his buddies, like that little monkey and that short man. And like they should, if he's alive, they might know where he is, and if he's dead, they might know where he kept the super secret things.
Hey, Kochek,
Well, yeah. What's your
do you
need?
know what happened to the dwarf or the monkey that were always hanging around Ponway?
The dwarf. Or the monkey. Actually, the monkey I remember.
Yeah,
I was going to say, how many? The monkey is actually fairly
He was
indicative.
cute. Little spider monkey he was. I haven't seen the monkey in a while. I think I saw it like hanging round like the market one day. But I don't know. The dwarf though, he seemed really familiar. I thought he was this guy I work with. But that guy's an actor, and I got it too mixed up, and he got real mad when I suggested that.
Kochek, is
Yeah.
that relevant?
Probably not. Sorry.
But wait, who got mad when you suggested it? Was it the actor got mad or the...
Yeah. His name is Stag Socks.
Socks?
Socks. Look at the things you put on your feet.
Stag socks.
Stag Socks. He's an actor at the theater I work at.
Okay, we're making some progress. And so he got upset when you said he looked like the...
That dwarf that was always like a puppy dog in love with him and stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Where is the theater that you work at?
Oh, it's down the road a bit. It's it's called, where is it? The Coffin Theater, past Arcane Alley. And I can. It's over here.
Just a couple of other questions that are sort of springing to mind.
Sure.
Is that Stag Socks?
Yeah.
Is he likely to be at the theater right now?
Maybe not right now. It's morning. But tonight you will be.
But like
probably.
tonight for the
Yeah,
show?
I mean, how do we
We're
know
supposed
there's
to
not
go.
a matinee?
Well, I work there. I'm not working until about.
You don't have to work
5
every
o'clock.
shift.
Well, I do though. Got to make some money. I mean, I'm only an usher.
Fair enough.
But
Okay.
I hope to audition for a few pieces. Would you like to hear my audition
Not
piece?
right now.
No, you don't
Absolutely.
want to?
No, not just a few more questions, and then by all means, that would be great. Is the market still running at all? What with the freeze?
Only a few places are really open still. I mean, most of the established buildings are still there. They are running around, but a lot of the street market is gone.
Okay,
No one wants to be outside anymore.
that's fair. Third, how much do the temple patrol this area, or the area near the theater?
Oh, there's always people in the streets and up above.
Cool, good. Last question, I think, for now. The Coffin Theater, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they have fire insurance?
Fire insurance? No, I don't think they do.
It's a pity.
Yeah, you're not allowed to light flames anymore in the city. Oh, well, you can't. I mean, I guess is not allowed to.
Hey, if you're trying to be an actor, do you have like makeup and wigs and stuff?
So, yeah, I suppose. Do you need
Are you
some?
pretty good at it?
I mean, I'm not good at it yet, and I only have one wig, but I got a bit of makeup.
All right, so
Could you
it's
make me look like I'm not a Goliath?
I could make you look like you're a slightly older Goliath.
Can you make me look like a much older Goliath?
I could do my best.
Cool. Let's do that.
All right.
Uh,
Okay, let me get my stuff. This is kind of exciting.
so it's the morning, and you don't go in until this evening.
Around 5 or so.
Maybe now is just the time to take a nice nap. Nice long nap. Do you have
All
anything
right.
to read?
I don't have much of reading material. And he, like, his eyes are really wide, and he looks over at the closet.
Ouch.
Yeah, from what I saw, Charity doesn't have much in the way of good reading material.
Can I try and take one of the comics without him noticing?
Sure, give me a stealth check with advantage because he's busy now trying to get makeup for Stormbringer.
That is 2 nat 20s. What the fuck?
Wow.
Wow.
What a waste of a goddamn roll.
Why?
Better be the
You-
best fucking comics. The best worst comics, I mean.
You easily sneak, obviously, into the closet. You're kind of rummaging around in a few things. And you come across something kind of interesting. One of the comic books has some notes in it, as if someone was reading it and then making some marks.
Mhm.
And it's signed Ire.
IRE?
Yeah.
What's the what's the name of the comic, or do you not know?
The name of the comic is The Wistful Windigo.
Windigo or Wendigo?
Windigo. He spelled it WINDIGO.
Cool. That is added to my
It's issue number 14.
thank you. Okay.
All right. Did Burbage? So that was just writing inside one of the comic books.
You don't know.
Well, yeah, if Clem hasn't shared that yet, then
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna be like, hey, look what I stole from this guy.
Yeah, I know.
Is he still busy? Where is he rummaging around?
he's pulling out a small little chest from underneath his bed and is now kind of hopping back to Stormbringer with it.
Charity's gonna be like, I'm just gonna get out of your way. I'm not gonna take up your bed. Just gonna hang out in here, though, if that's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, good.
I'm
He's excited.
working.
And then once I'm not gonna close the door too, but I'm just gonna, push it over a little bit and be like, all right, what the hell? Draw the blade. Higher?
Do we know the name Ire?
That's my
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Charity does, yeah.
Oh, did you see the book that I got, or?
No, but Charity, you would probably know that Ire is Charity's brother because the guy that we talked to, I asked, where is my brother? And he was like, Ire and Arisa got grabbed.
So why do you think he's in here?
Oh, I don't. I think he's somewhere in the bounds of the city, and this thing doesn't have a distance limit.
Oh, you're asking it to
I'm
look
asking the
around.
dagger.
Gotcha. Yep.
It points southeast, and downward, kind of.
If I do know this about Charity, then I would show him the comic. I'd be like, hey, so I was trying to take a comic from my collection because I like to collect sad things, and I found these notes in the margins, and this name seemed important to you, so I thought I'd show it to you.
And yeah, Charity will probably flip through that quickly then.
Right. The notes are kind of like, hey, maybe you should get a proofreader and someone who knows kind of how to write comics to just kind of look this over. But you know, good. The drawings are really cool. And also, thanks for getting me in.
Are the drawings cool?
They're not bad, actually. They're somewhat decent, and some, the sort of chalk and charcoal kind of drawings on parchment that are bounded together.
Okay, that's an interesting decision.
Mhm.
Charity will hand the book back to Clem. Pulls it out again. Ugh. Black Tom?
Spins just in circles.
That is the best news you have given me in a while. Okay, so the coat check out there. No, sorry. Musty Rat Tunnel Man mentioned that Ire and Arisa probably got grabbed several months ago, right before the city lockdown. Arisa got out somehow. It's a long story. She probably turned us over to the authorities. It doesn't really matter. What's done is done. But more importantly, if Ire is still in the city, and based on the dagger, he seems to be, I'm willing to bet my brother is going to have been involved in enough shady shit that he will sideways have bumped into something.
Is your brother like you or your dad?
Which version of me are we talking about?
This one.
Not. So if you picture my father as one end of the spectrum and me as I am right now as the other, yeah, somewhere in the middle.
It could be worse, I guess.
Oh yeah, it could be my father. Or me from before. Also much, much worse.
We want to try and find your brother then?
I think we should talk to the dwarf first. Also in the... Sure, why the hell not? Plea the monkey.
Spins in circles.
Less encouraging, little dagger. Less encouraging. Charity will sheathe that. So I think we have one decent lead. Go there, find out what the hell Ponway was up to, because I believe that he's dead as much as I believe that Kari Daytona has an enormous chance in a fight. Then after that...
Kari in the background. Hi-ya! Slams her sword on, breaks part of the basin, the water basin.
He might be responsible for the fixtures. And then maybe after that we can try to look for my brother. Also, we probably should address the fact that she just attacked a water basin, and one, I'm pretty sure she missed, and two, if it was a Kari attacking the water basin, it should have exploded the fuck all over, and it just sort of got a crack in it.
Yeah, what's going on with that? What's happening?
You guys just hear from the other room, Hikari Daytona! And then whack!
Yeah, that's not a great sign.
She seems weirder than usual.
Yes, I think you're going to need to ask Burbage about that, because I don't believe that Charity in character has the knowledge to answer your question.
Well, we all saw Kari get her necklace back, right? And if you ask me, she's been acting a bit strangely ever since. Now, if you want details about Kari Daytona, I could give you those.
You've literally never met. That's fine. How?
Sorry?
Would you just make up those details?
Well, no.
Is this related to the Red family torturing y'all?
Yes! Yes! We were tortured! We lived an entire lifetime together as co-owners of a tavern at the end of the world. A tavern called
The Traveling Bulge.
the Traveling Bulge.
Wow,
did I
you
hear a
would
whisper?
name your tavern that.
That's not. Is that really what it was called, Andy?
Yeah, I don't remember it being called that either. Also, why is the bulge traveling? Like, where is it traveling to?
I feel like that was right.
It's a personal question.
You would feel like that's right. Season 3, episode 1.
I don't know how you guys keep all your notes straight. Like, I usually am like a meticulous note taker, but I can't
I have not taken a single note for this
No,
campaign. Continue.
either.
Sorry.
Charity's gonna sort of look around and be like, well, so if it's probably connected to the one that we almost killed back in Gaholnia. The one whose wife is a vampire, and the bad things that he did to them during torture.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes
Larry?
sense. I keep forgetting that happened to them.
Well, it was called the Traveling Bulge, in fact. Must admit. But yeah, no, the most important thing here is that Akari got her necklace back, and I think it has messed up her head a bit. And maybe that's okay. Maybe it'll just sort itself out.
Am I wearing the necklace?
Yes.
Andy? Okay, I just want to make sure.
But also, I could always try to sneak up and take the necklace from Akari and see if that helps.
If she remembers that she's Hikari and you've done that, I suspect you and a several square block radius will be on fire immediately afterwards.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Hikari, not Daytona, is pretty reactionary with that stuff.
What?
I just listened to an episode where Akari bit a guard of a city because they made fun of her teeth.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. I remember that.
Also, Kochek goes, I'm done. And Stormbringer turns around and they look like a tiger.
Like little jet? Like I look like a tiger?
Nope, you look like a face painted tiger.
How do I look? Do I look old?
Oh, I haven't done the old yet. I was just practicing a little bit, just trying to get my fingers again.
You look
all
like
limbered up.
a child at a carnival.
Ah?
That's probably not quite as good of a disguise.
Do you also do balloon animals?
No, I'm an actor. Wannabe.
Wannabe is right.
Yeah.
He'll run over to the wash basin, get some water, come back and start wiping your face, but he does it really hard, like he's trying to almost scrape off the makeup.
Burbage will go up to Akari. Hey, Kari, how's it going?
Great. We have so many customers right now. I could use a
Hi.
hand.
Yeah. I'm happy to help out with the customers.
I'm
Hey,
just like setting out drinks in front of like nobody. Like
Sure.
just
Charity's moved so that now he's in the corner of the bedroom so that he can see the main room where this is all going on. He's just sort of munching on a ration and sort of starting the process of resting.
Yeah, I would say we're counting this as a short rest.
Can I say,
what we're doing here?
While we're doing this, then can I be reading
Yeah.
my tome of wisdom?
Sure.
Are you keeping track of that? Because
No.
Were we
Go ahead
trying to
and-
get a short rest or a long rest? When was the last time we rested? I can't remember.
And
You haven't had a long rest since before the goo, I don't think.
No, we had a.
Or no, after. Yeah, you had rested after the goo.
We
we
long
did.
rested? Okay,
Yeah.
so this is just a short rest? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we definitely long rested. Andy, I don't remember how much you said. How much reading time I had done and how much I needed.
I believe we got
Sorry.
about 6 hours so far.
And I need 48.
Yeah,
Or
within a week.
24?
48
48.
within a week. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Kari, I was just wondering if I could borrow your necklace.
Down. Oh, this little thing? Sure.
Yeah. I just want to look at it and I'll give it right back.
Charity's gonna say, Kochek, do you have fire insurance?
No, am I supposed to?
Am I supposed to?
Don't worry about it.
I take it off and I hand it to Burbage. I'm like, yeah, it's really pretty, isn't it? Like, some patron left it as a tip, and
Yeah. Burbage is gonna not fully take it. He's just waiting to see if like there's any kind of noticeable change in Kari Atona's visage.
There is not.
All right, Kari. Do me a favor. Get back to. You really need to clean these coasters more. Do another round for me. Really
well, dude,
scrub
are you
them.
gonna help me out? I mean, we run this bar together.
Yeah. I just need to go take care of some other business, and I'll be right back over. All right.
Really quick, what was the name of the guy that came in that we were like?
Horm.
And I look at the door and I go, Harm!
This is a disquieting development.
All right. Hey, Charity. Here's the necklace. Maybe you could poke it or stroke it or, do something to it to understand what it's doing to Hikari. If you want to poke it instead of stroke it, you can.
Does it have to be sexual?
I'm becoming increasingly less likely to investigate this the more you keep repeating these words. But I will cast guidance on myself and do an Arcana check on it.
Sure.
Also, what kind of necklace is it? Just in the sense of like, what does it look like?
Yeah, it's a single silver band with little pieces of leather kind of in between the silver, and then hanging from the pieces of leather are 7 kind of purplish, some with a little bit of amber hue in them, crystals.
Actually, it's not a silver band because Hikari would never wear silver. I don't know why, it just clashes. So it's
Okay.
either a black leather band or a gold band.
Okay, gold with leather, then
Yeah,
in
there you go.
between spaces. All right.
All right, and now the Arcana check.
The silver's not the important part.
I don't know, I just got to think of, she wouldn't wear
Yeah.
silver.
13.
Super magical. Each one of these crystals specifically is radiating a powerful transmutation kind of magic.
Oh, that's extremely disquieting. That's the type of magic that I most like in the hands of a bar owner.
As you're looking at the crystals too, it feels like there are tiny little spiders kind of encased in the crystal.
Okay, cool. That's Do I get the sense that it's affecting Hikari's mind, or do I get the sense that because Charity was sort of there for the she has her memories back, etc. Do I think it's more that is causing sort of personality disintegration?
Right, with that roll too, this isn't a cursed object at all. You don't feel, you don't know how exactly from the magic you're sort of seeing in it that it would mess with memory. This might just be tied to Hikari's just
Lives,
Yeah.
etc. Yeah. Charity will hand it back. I don't think it's doing anything. I think it's her getting her memories back. Remember the whole period of time where I hadn't gotten back my memories from one lifetime, and I kind of got a little bit evil? Just a little bit?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
You were not of that opinion earlier, but I think that the problem is she's gotten like 1,000 of those sort of crammed into her head at once, and so she's probably settling on whichever one was recent and safest.
Oh. All right.
You in the background hear Hikari singing. She's like, moving on up, to the river slums, our deluxe tavern in the sky.
It's really depressing that a district called the River Slums could actually be a move up from the socioeconomic status of this city.
Yeah. All right. Burbage will carry the necklace, or will carry Daytona the necklace. Anybody? You guys need to do push to talk so people can hear you not laughing. I'm really just filling space while Andy and Darcy talk.
Sorry.
Secrets.
Hey, have you guys seen Asakara anywhere? She was playing out back and now I can't find her.
Look.
Asakara, you know, my kid. Asakara, little thing, looks like me, but way better.
She's probably around here somewhere.
Hey, yeah,
Wouldn't
she's
worry
probably
about
playing
it.
with her friends down the street.
I forget, at which point in the break from reality do you assert reality and which point do you not? Because this is kind of getting hard to tell.
I don't think you're supposed to tell somebody who's having a psychotic break that they're having a psychotic break.
But you're also not supposed to
But you're not supposed to reinforce. Charity, you're so silly. What break from reality? Moving on up.
Does Asakara sound familiar to any of us? It sounds familiar to Lena, but maybe that's just a Lena thing. Like, I don't find anything in my notes.
Charity, give me a history check. Doesn't ring a bell.
Would I know anything? No.
I'm doing a sorcery point to re-roll. Sorry, I realized I wasn't pushing to talk.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Clem, you also see him like kind of struggling to try to recall something.
I mean, yeah, I can give you my flash of genius. You can get a +5.
That will take me to a 15.
Are you doing that? Flash of Genius?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. It sounds a little familiar to you, Charity, and you just don't know why. You have no clue. It's
That's what I flash of genius for.
buried somewhere in there.
So did at the end there, did Kari become Kari again? After saying the Asakara thing, was it back to Kari? Is that the impression Burbage
Seems
got?
like it's all starting to blur together.
I mean, Burbage is he gives the necklace back to Akari. Here you go. Kari, you can put this back on. Looks great on you.
Can I detect thoughts on Hikari?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Me?
Yeah, and please roll better than 18.
Fuck me. 11. I can't even flash genius that good enough.
The rest of you see Clem immediately fall over, and she's unconscious.
Am I at 0 hit points or?
No, you're
Okay.
just unconscious as millions of memories start to bombard you, and that you have no frame for any of them. It is too much, and your mind shuts down for a moment.
Don't think you should touch the third rail. Oops.
Well, night. Nobody responds or reacts to Clem just falling to the
Charity's
floor.
going to sort of...
I'm getting my makeup done.
Yeah,
Charity's going to walk over and do
that's weird.
A med check.
As you do, Clem puts their hand up there. Clem, you sit up, you're fine.
Burbage would like to sit down with Akari.
Well, Clem's gonna tell people what she experienced.
Actually, Clem, I'm gonna send you something real quick.
Yeah, cool, good, great, cool. Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah, it'll be on
20 or
Roll20.
Discord? Okay. D20? Jesus, Rachel. Is it a chat or a journal item?
Chat, he said.
I was going to say, based on lip reading, chat. Well, this bodes nothing but good for us.
Yeah. Y'all, I've definitely heard the name Asakara before.
You're thinking of NASCAR. It's a racing thing.
Adam, I am not.
We did hear, and I don't know if this disambiguates it, when Hikari was having her visions in the conversation with Eris, Asakara got mentioned a couple of times.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
So if you're not thinking it's something tied to Stormbringer,
No, I'm just like Lena heard the name at some point.
yes, you
100%.
did hear that
Okay.
potentially as that would be a place that we've heard it recently. as
Okay, that's
players.
probably what I'm thinking of.
How do I write back in Roll20 to AC?
W
Slash W space.
It's actually
GM.
faster if you just type in the chat box. Like, don't do the slash; it goes faster. It sends better.
Oh, you're trying to get. Okay, I understand now. I was like, what?
You're like, no, it's not.
yes, yeah.
Okay. I'm used to just talking to you in Discord, but this is fine.
Yeah. And Kochek is kind of meticulously going over Stormbringer's face, and as some of you just kind of peer over his shoulder, it actually looks like he's aging Stormbringer pretty well. This
Nice.
is someone who's a little bit skilled at makeup.
I'm waiting to see if there's something that needs to be resolved with the Clem stuff, or if this is.
No, Clem. Yeah, you are gonna not, if that makes sense.
Charity's going to sort of,
Yeah, not yet, at least.
how you doing?
I'm fine. Just got a little lightheaded, I think.
Okay, what happened there?
I'm getting older, you know, so.
I'm getting older too, but it's fake older.
All right. Burbage would Hikari sit with Burbage if he motioned, like, hey, business partner meeting.
Yeah, totally. What's up, Herb?
Hey, Kari. What I would like to do is, and I don't know if I remember that episode enough to like role play it fully, but basically the goal is I'd like to like kind of reflect with Kari on like, remember, I just like to think back. Remember how we met and signed the contract to acquire this tavern, and there were these conditions about threesomes, and then the one night the same elf started coming in over and over, and we were kind of working on in the kitchen, and I basically I'd like to kind of do what. So like for me, for example, the few times in my life that I've lucid dreamed, the lucid dreaming has happened as a result of, in the dream, I start recounting to somebody the events of the dream and then I say, oh, and then I walked into this room and then I started talking to you. Oh my God, I'm dreaming. I kind of want to guide her to like,
yeah.
And then we were like, in a prison or a jail cell, and we thought we were awake, but we really weren't. And then we were in a real jail. I'd like to like gracefully see if that could guide her, like from the comfort of these shared memories and stories to like, and then the story of, and then we were together in real life, and like to a comfort of like that reality and that relationship. If that makes any sense?
Yes. Give me 3 insight rolls.
Okay.
Uno, dos,
Inside.
tres.
Would I get the sense that Burbage is doing something that like he's trying to concentrate on enough that I would think to give him guidance?
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
is he doing something noticeable for me to do that? So you'll have guidance.
You hear a very kind tone in Burbage's voice that really only comes out every once in a while when he kind of gets serious about you guys, essentially.
It's
Maybe Avery.
a D4 for each one?
Yeah.
All right. A 20, a 19, and a 24.
Okay. Hakari, he's starting to recount the time you spent in the inn, and he's drawing attention to the strangeness of it.
Really quick, I just have a
Yes.
question for you, Andy. Do I remember any, like, do we have memories of other customers and stuff coming in, or is it just that elf?
Right. Actually, as he's speaking about this, you thought you did remember other customers, but there was only him and then Horm and then the few dwarves in the corner, but you never saw them come in. They never bought anything. They were always just there.
Okay.
And
okay.
as he's drawing attention to the strangeness of this, you're starting to kind of come to the realization, oh my God, this was a dream world. And it didn't happen. And it was only them trying to extract information from us. And you're starting to come back into that, but you're almost overshooting it a little bit in that you're starting to go, well, shit, how many of these other memories are also from that dream
Yeah,
world?
like, is Azakara real? Is,
Yeah.
like,
And
am I starting to wonder if this is a dream? Like,
right. Yeah, this could
reality? Okay.
now that you're sort of thinking about it, this is a very strange existence.
I'm a brain in a vat.
You destroyed a brain in a vat? That doesn't make sense.
I'm a brain in a vat.
And you might be one. And you befriended a dragon that wanted to eat you? That's ridiculous. And you're like best friends with a Goliath who's a queen of essentially of the mountain Goliaths. And you met a little person who can make a whole being out of viscera. And you've been inside the mind of another person who nearly caught you on fire just because they thought about it. This is weird. This doesn't make a lot of sense to you.
I feel like Charity.
Go ahead.
And it's just starting to scare you a little bit.
I feel like Charity is seeing this in the facial expressions of like, oh. She's like, hey.
Yeah, I'm looking around and I'm like, I was just saying, like, you can just see it in my face, and I'm starting to look around now, though, like kind of paranoid. And I'm like, Herb, are you real? Or Burbage? Or what other names have you got my other names? I'm trying to remember.
Attaché-Adric.
Attaché-Adric?
Theodrexac.
Theodrexac! Who are you? Who am I? I'm a brain in a vat. What's going on? Am I playing a video game? What's a video game?
Oh, God.
So I was waiting to see. So the 3 insight rolls, are those kind of resolved now?
Yes.
Okay, and now we end at okay. And but Burbage can tell. Burbage and Charity can kind of tell that she's distracted, and she's saying all this.
So it's weird because this is honestly probably a healthier place to be. So you actually succeeded. It's just you're now filled with a lot of doubt as well, and so there are slightly other complications here too.
Hakari.
Yeah. And I'm like, my eyes are darting around.
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
And if I were fake, I probably wouldn't admit that. Look, I don't understand reality any more than you or any more than anyone else. everything is strange and everything is fucked. What I can say is real is the space between us, the relationship, the shared experiences. We might have co-dreamed that whole thing, but we were there together. And so now we're in Federo, which might be a fake, fucked up city in a vat, but we're there together. All right? And that you can count on.
You start to see me like start to calm down and like focus on you now. My eyes are focused on you. Okay. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm just
All
having all
right.
these different memories of things and I don't know what's real and what's not. Very confusing.
I bet it is. That's a lot. And, you know, it might take some time to get through it all. I think right now the most important thing is, can you destroy this water basin?
I take out my sword and
You spin it around in your hand and deftly whoosh,
okay. I was like,
As
I take
he's
my sword
holding
and
as he's holding it, it just shatters.
yeah, I guess I can. That's a good thing, right?
I cut my hand. I cut my hand. The water basin cut my hand.
I'll do what's the level 1, like cure wounds or whatever? The level 1
Yeah.
spell or the cantrip or whatever.
There's a level 1 spell, Cure Wounds, if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It is just like 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Did I really? Okay, but those recover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, good. All right, good.
Charity, even though you're focused on this, and Stormberger, even though you're getting your makeup done, you both see Clem trying to quietly go out the front door.
Hey,
Can
Clem,
I
where are you
launch
going?
myself at Clem and tackle? One response. Yeah,
Just like Charity's,
yeah.
hey, we're... or that. That works too.
Clem, you forgot something down in the dwarven city underneath.
Yeah, I just gotta go. I forgot something.
I'm pancaking.
But
Pancaking Clem.
I'll be back.
What?
I just don't. Where did you forget something?
Just where we came from. I just left something behind when we slept down there.
I just don't think like right now is like the best time to go back there.
It's really important for us.
What is it?
Something.
Clem just sort of looks at you. Clem, give me an acrobatics check, contested against athletics from Stormberger.
Also, 24 insight. As I'm just...
something's wrong. Charity, something's wrong.
Oh no! I
Your crit
fumbled.
fail is still better than
But
mine.
your result
Yeah, but
is
I
still
rolled an
higher.
11.
Yeah,
Wow.
I rolled a 7.
Wow.
She gets away from you for just a second.
Wait.
And yeah.
I can flash a genius this, can't I?
Oh my god.
Which
Yeah.
would make it a 12.
Oh my god almighty, Rachel.
Okay, Rachel has inspiration.
Inspiration.
Yeah, good job.
Incredible. Incredible.
Clem slips out, throws some snow in your face as you try to reach and grab her again as she's
No,
out the front
She
door.
needs to make a strength check.
Oh shit. Give me a strength check, Clem. Clem is starting to leap over the railing of this second story thing.
I am rooting
Jesus.
for Clem now. I am rooting for Clem. Oof.
That's a 6. I really did waste those double net 20s, huh?
Versus an 8, so you are now restrained.
Wait,
Oh no.
Oh
What?
my
What do you got,
God.
Clem? Yeah.
I can
I'm
flash a
listening.
genius this too, can't I?
See if it's enough.
I mean, it's +5.
Yeah, it would be
But it's-
enough.
I'm running through all of these, which Rachel
Please-
wouldn't usually do.
Amazing.
Please hold, because I want to check one thing.
Sure.
Before we describe anything else, I just
Yeah.
want to check one thing.
But that would make it an 11. Oh, Boise.
Oh, Boise.
For the love of God. Where did I put this?
You almost snuck out too with the
Sacramento.
12. 12 wasn't good enough. Stealth
Okay.
roll.
Yeah, so she can do that if she wants to.
I mean,
I'm not no. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
I just meant that
Yeah.
that can
both
happen.
do and don't.
And
Of course.
as soon as Charity feels
Go
her
with what Clem would do.
starting to slip, you're going to see a little gout of silver flame. I'm going to spend a sorcery point to re-roll mine.
Okay.
22.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
You're just going to sort of float back in the door. Hey, buddy.
So you were going over the edge of this, and you just get caught in midair, and you try to grab the railing and pull yourself out of it, and then you
Listen,
just
it's
get pulled back inside. The door
it's a
shuts behind you.
surprise. It's just kind of God. So what exactly am I caught in?
You are restrained, and you are caught by my mind. I've used telekinesis on you.
And also, if you're back inside, I'm gonna help and grapple you, so you're double grabbed. So
At
here's
this-
the thing. I have a
Yeah.
question, Andy.
Hit me.
Would I be using everything at my disposal?
Give me one more wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because if I would be, then I have options. But I also don't want to 19.
19.
Clem, you were able to fight back to consciousness as your friend had taken over entirely. You now remember what caused this. It was the trying to read the thoughts of Akari at that moment, which wiped you out and just left room for him.
Do I remember at all what happened with him?
And do you remember everything that he did as
Okay.
well? It was like you were a passenger in his car. Yeah.
And I just kind of slump in the mind control hold. And I, which is great because my next step was going to be to turn myself into gaseous form to get away. So it's close because it was like, if I'm going to use everything at my disposal, then
Yeah.
If he's that determined. But
Good roll.
God, I fucking burned through almost all of my flash of genius for those.
Sure, just go.
Okay.
How we doing?
So, my unwanted passenger really, I think, wants to go back for that dagger room.
Cool.
And I tried to read Hikari's mind, and there's millions and millions of different overwhelming memories, and it kind of shocked me out of existence, and he kind of took over.
Makes sense. You feeling a little bit better now?
I feel yes, but also I'm very upset because I feel like it was stupid to get into this situation, and now I'm stuck with this asshole, and I regularly lose control of my mind. My mind's kind of all I have.
Not nearly as regularly as I would have liked.
Literally nobody's talking to you.
That's a pity.
Can we go see an exorcist or something?
Exorcist, therapist.
I
Anyone
can
else
try
Burbage
to
has slept
exercise
with?
you.
We talked about setting up the voice in your head with the voice in mine.
Is the voice in your head a real being, or is it just you?
I'm entirely real. Tell her I'm real.
He's entirely real.
While still focusing on holding Clem, not very tightly or anything.
Right.
It almost would be like she's almost out of the restrained condition, just still being held. Charity's just gonna sort of I'm just gonna say Stormbringer is the most lucid one here right now.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, I hate this guy.
And folks, we leveled up because that's a short rest. Let's go ahead and take a break here then. Do any of the kind of level up stuff you need to do, and we'll come back with next steps for the family in Federo. And it's going great so far. You guys, it's a tight ship that we're running here. All right. Love you all. Manage your fluids. We'll be right back.
Be right back, everybody.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Goats and Dragons. We're going to jump right in. How's everyone doing? What do you want to do? Let's get on with it.
Okay, so just to reset the position of where everything is. Clem is
Yes.
fine now. Charity will have released her. Hikari seems like she's able to kind of function in a more Hikari-ish role, not just a running a bar.
Yeah.
Stormbringer is getting her makeup done.
Yeah.
Burbage and Charity are just sort of in their standard state of Burbage and Charity.
Helping
Should
out
we
where they can.
all be concerned about being recognized?
I mean, yeah, probably.
As you look out the window, give me a perception check, Burbage. You're just a little paranoid.
23.
You see among the river slums and sort of their tall buildings, you see about 4 of these wyvern riders that are lighting upon the roofs of the river slum. Haven't had a lot of time here yet in Federo, but the entirety of your time they've been in the skies. And at this point, they're landing on roofs, 2 or 3 buildings.
Sorry, when you say wyvern riders, you mean people riding wyverns?
Yes.
And wyverns are what again? Like little dragons?
Imagine like a small dragon with a scorpion tail.
Okay, thank you.
And then you see a shape, a shadow over your own building. It doesn't seem to land on it, but it flew very close. You're getting nervous that they're stepping up their watch of this area specifically. And you're not sure why, because you are sure that your little Kochek friend didn't say anything. So this is...
Spell his name, because every time I hear coat check.
That's what
actually-
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Coach-
that's
That's
what.
his name, right? Coat check.
It's not his name. It's just what you call him.
We don't because we don't know his name. He worked at the coat check
Right.
Oh, okay. I was
in the
like,
Temple of Ryn. So yeah,
okay,
coat
so he's
check.
coat check. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, that's hilarious that you thought it was his real name.
It's like,
Amazing. So it seems like maybe the patrols have reason to be searching the river slums for someone or something, which may or may not be us.
When you say they may have a reason to be, do you mean that they in fact are acting as if they have a reason to be, or is this a coy way of referencing that we're here?
Well, this may or may not be a coy way of saying yes or no to what you just asked.
What?
He's kind of an idiot, isn't he?
I don't know. He says a lot of really confusing stuff.
Don't move. You're moving too much.
No, they're landing on roofs. There's one that just flew right overhead. So we're going to have to be very careful. Luckily, as an accomplished thief of Federo, with expert familiarity with the river slums, I happen to probably know of the perfect underground hidden way to navigate under the city to where we're headed.
We really need to work on you sticking the landing with your inspiring reassurances.
Sure. We can stick the landing. We can work on that for sure. But right now, I'm just going to search my little noggin for any information that I might be able to recall having to do with the subterranean geography of this fair city.
Are we sure they're not
Give me a
actively
history.
looking for us right now? Am I just being paranoid?
No, we're all paranoid, Clem. We're all
No, I
fucking-
mean, that seems like possible, right? Like maybe we tipped them off.
Can I give you a history check?
Yeah, a history check, please. That's right.
With guidance. Charity, I'm willing. I'm willing. I'm a willing creature.
Guidance, if you would like, Jerry.
Oh,
If you're
Okay,
really trying to help him here.
Okay, yeah, here you go.
14 history.
14 history. So the subterranean areas of this city are those pockets that used to be part of that dwarven underground city. So you just came from one.
Yeah.
There are probably other ways, if you were to keep going down that subterranean stuff, other ways to get around the city through that way. Other than that, the only fucking, like, off the top of your head, the only safe place entirely from this watch would be the Thieves Guild Hall.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, why do you start there, Andy? Come on, that sounds awesome. Oh yeah, I just remembered the Thieves Guild Hall.
You also
option, guys.
You also remember you're not on good terms with the Thieves Guild of Federo.
Yes, I also remember that I set into action the perfect plan before we left Cliffmill, which was to try to lure the entire Thieves Guild to Cliffmill with promise of my presence there. So, at the very least, maybe a bunch of the people who would otherwise be in the Thieves Guild Hall aren't there right now because they're off in Cliffmill looking for me.
At the very least, maybe a bunch. At the very least.
Can I
The city
give
is
you
notoriously easy to get out of. Yeah.
can I give you guidance for just sort of day-to-day life?
I've been asking for that for years.
Boop.
You know,
I'm just gonna boop him on the nose and cast guidance.
thank you. Can I do a coat check?
You can ask code check.
I'd like to check my coat.
Oh. Closet is still filled with graphic novels.
Well, listen, guys. Yes, all right. I've got something to admit. I've got something to confess.
Hold on, I think I still have a ration somewhere.
Is this a popcorn ration?
Yeah.
All right. When I say that I was an accomplished thief in Federo, that might be a slight exaggeration.
Yeah, none of us ever were.
By
you were
accomplished, I think
in
what I
anything.
really meant to say was notoriously
Bad.
Still practicing. All right?
That's some growth mindset there.
Yeah, it is a growth mindset, and I don't mind saying that since leaving Federo, I've gotten at least 17 times better at thieving than I was. All right? And so if there's any better time to show up in a Thieves Guild and demonstrate to them just how stealthy I can be, that time is now. I could sneak through there. They would never catch me. I could steal all their shit. They wouldn't catch me. I'm Burbage Camp.
Ooh, I believe in him.
Okay, so just
Okay, thank you, Code Check.
just as a quick check-in here.
Sure, yeah.
Your proposal at the moment is to avoid the guards of the city who are presumably going to hunt us and do bad things to us in order to go to a den of criminals who already don't like you for personal reasons and are presumably, given that they're thieves, motivated primarily by greed.
Yeah. That's exactly my plan, Charity. Because you know why? You know what the plan is? The plan is, and this is a classic. This is a classic. It's also novel. I bet I'm the first person to ever think of it. It's an instant classic. It will be a classic. All right? Now, you guys are going to pretend to have me as a prisoner. Oh but you're like all tied up. You're gonna take me down as like you're like a band of like mercenaries, like, you know, thieves, and you know that I'm wanted, and you're going to be like, hey, we've got Pillage Camp. We hear you want Pillage Camp. We've got Pillage Camp. You know what I mean? And then that's when we'll, you know, and Stormbringer will, you know, hit some people, and Charity
Well,
you'll be the angel. You'll turn into the angel. You know.
I'm just a sweet old lady. I can't capture people or hit them.
Also,
That's right.
the
Sweet
second
old
question I had was, if memory serves, we yesterday invoked a thieves guild and it didn't go great.
Did that happen? I need a refresher.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that was yesterday, and then Meepus got away, and then Meepus tried to stab you, and then I woke up and you had Meepus, and just it really threw off my entire morning routine.
Oh yeah, but now that Meepus is out of the picture, everything should go swimmingly.
Also wondering if we maybe shouldn't have given him to the strange menagerie of creatures that...
I'm sorry. I meant to say drowningly. Get it? Meepus' last name, I believe, is Drownwell. so everything should go...
How do you know that?
Why did you pay that much attention to him?
Oh, I don't know. I think I've got some shit with him.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Anywho. All right, so we have one...
Yes, we have Burbage as a prisoner and a sweet old lady. And I'm selling you all baked goods. Because that's what old women do, I think.
I don't think there's normally take your grandmother to the Thieves Guild Day.
That's so good.
Okay, new idea. What if I put a really, really big skirt and all of you hide under it? Because I'm an old lady and old ladies wear big skirts.
What is this? Howl's Moving Castle? No. Guys, I've got the perfect plan. All right? It's either that or, you know...
I'm ready to hear it. Where's the perfect plan?
All right, just put me in the fucking ethereal plane of the pocket dimension
Oh,
or
no.
whatever.
No, that's a hard no from both Clue and I.
Not the plane. I guess I'm all confused. Just put me in, stock me away somewhere, and you guys could do a whole session without me, probably. In fact, it might be a lot simpler without me, you know, screwing everything up. Although now we've got Clem over here.
Okay, Clem, you said 3 people invisible. How long?
An hour.
Pretty good.
Akari, sorry.
No, I was gonna say I'm not a member of the Thieves Guild, but I know like thieves can't, right?
Mm-hmm.
And stuff. So
I think the Thieves Guild was probably actively afraid of me.
yeah.
So, okay. You can make 3 people invisible, and that has to include you?
It doesn't have to include me, no.
Okay. Our most subtle combo here. Maybe you. And what's the name for your grandma persona?
Little old Sally.
Little old Sally?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not very little.
So
It's ironic.
Yeah, I dig it. I really
I
like
like
the...
that you're like, what's alliteration? Here's irony.
So you could make the 3 of us invisible, and we all go with you 2 being visible down to the theater and talk to the renowned thespian Elk Boots. I don't remember.
Stag socks.
It was a ruminant and a piece of
That
clothing.
was so close.
Okay.
That's his name.
Wait,
Stag socks.
you want me and little old Susan?
Sally,
Sorry.
respect your elders.
They look elder, don't they? No one can do.
You're actually doing quite a good job here.
Oh, thank you about that.
You want me and little old Sally to be the face of this operation?
Want is a very strong word. However, tiefling that always looks like she's on fire.
Ta-da!
As he would say, Burbage fucking Kemp. One-horned tiefling. We're not the most subtle here. At least Stormbringer looks slightly different than usual, and you're presumably not entirely on their radar?
So, all right. So
Put a hood
what
on
do-
and just be a dwarvish man.
What? I'm very obviously a voluptuous lady. What all do you want me to say?
Oh, we're going with you.
Yeah, but you're gonna be invisible. I'm gonna have to talk to people.
So do you remember the question about fire insurance?
I feel like that's gonna come off as pretty shady.
Are we fire insurance salespeople? Did I, have to come out of retirement to sell fire insurance because my grandson has polio?
Sorry, don't forget, fire's not a thing here anymore.
No,
I mean,
that's
magic
been
fire. If you could do
eradicated.
magic fire, that's fine. But regular
Polio.
fires?
Everybody takes their vaccines here. That's great.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad one thing's going right in this fantasy world.
Charity's just sort of looking at Stormbringer. Is it a bad sign that I've gotten to the point where I kind of just want to see where she goes with this? Just let her run with it and the hell with the consequences? No, what I was going to say was the question around fire insurance was meant to be a signaling way of telling the entire party how I expected this interaction to go without Coat Check needing to have explicit details. Great job on the makeup, Coat Check.
So, okay. There's no T in it. It's just Kochek.
God
Kochek?
damn it.
Yes.
His name is actually
God damn you, Andy.
It's in my notes now.
Amazing.
He is currently typing them in, the name in right now. So it's official.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds at least like a quasi-workable plan.
Okay, we're fire insurance salespeople, and my grandson has a bad cold.
So, yeah, sure, but also,
I like it. I think it sounds like a great plan.
If
What
nothing
is
else,
our-
they're going to be very distracted.
I'm gonna do best if I have a direct goal to follow. So just
We need to get sheep slippers.
Stag socks. You talk about stag socks.
Thank you.
He should be there around 4:30 or so. That's Cole, I think. And Cole is in the theater when they want you to be there.
That's very helpful to know. If we can get him alone, that would probably be the least likely to require fire insurance.
Quick question: can you put in like a good word for me with stag socks? Like maybe my range is really good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't
Right.
done your audition piece for us yet, so
Oh, it's true. You need to see it. I mean, we got like 6 hours until he's going to be at the theater. So
how
Son of a
long is
bitch.
your
No.
prepared piece?
only
How long is
4.
it?
Only 4
It's
hours.
4 hours. Okay.
that's even I can say that's too long.
Is that too long? Should I shorten it?
I've been in the mountains by myself for literally decades, and I can tell you that's not right.
Okay. Little harsh.
All right, well, the other thing we could do is we could just start getting down that way.
You hear a yell from the street.
Son of
below. And across the river itself, on the other side, you see 3 people being forcefully thrown from their home, and one of the mages turns around very quickly and just fire emits from their hands, and they start to burn up the house that they were in. Another one is going through and meticulously burning down the bridges between both sides of the river slums.
Well, where's the nearest entrance to the Thieves Guild Hall?
The Thieves Guild so the entrance that you know is in the Jade District, kind of on the southern end of the Jade District, so down here.
So, sorry, go ahead. Keep talking about that. Unless you were done with it.
Ideally, I mean, the goal was to avoid being above ground at all on the streets during any of this.
Why did they just set those houses on fire?
Yeah, that is this just something random we just happened to see?
I don't think we can count on it being a coincidence. They must know that someone is here that they need to find. So that's the entrance I know of.
Just as a quick question, did the Thieves Guild have any exits on the other side of the river then?
Probably Burbage does not know about it. So there should be one in the Temple District and one in the Market District. But Burbage has never been there. He's only had dealings with this one.
All right, well, with this going on, we're going to need to move above ground no matter what we're doing.
Wait, what if we just kill them really quietly because they're burning down people's houses and it's not
They're
nice?
on the other side of the river.
They're on this side of the river. I don't know where I am. I thought we were in the river slums.
Yes, which is separated by the river and connected through these bridges, but they are starting to burn them down.
And they're on the other side burning the bridges, not on our side burning the bridges. Right. Okay.
We should.
Yeah.
But okay.
So Burbage's place is right here on the water, overlooking the water, and then
I'm gonna say 3 options, and we can just go with one because why the hell not? First option, by surface streets, but probably with the invisibility plan, we try to get to the Thieves Guild. Plan the second. Surface streets, invisibility, we try to get to wherever Ire is. Plan the third. We use Clue to go into the ethereal plane where he is scared shitless to go right now and just deal with whatever that problem is. Probably focused on you. Pointing at Burbage. To be clear, not accusing you of anything, just saying it seems like creepy white-eyed figures are following you mostly.
So if I think what's most important, it's probably maybe finding Ire. But if I think of what sounds most interesting, it's definitely the ethereal plane.
I'm also going to say, I think we probably, for any of these 3 options, it'll be good to have just finished resting because I expect them to go poorly.
Well, here's my thought, is that, so the ethereal plane thing might seem like it's not connected or valuable to the actual what's happening right now around us. But whenever we go do the things that are actually important, it could be really useful to be able to have a clean escape into the ethereal plane that's not full of horrible beings.
This was my thought too.
So it's kind of like planning ahead for, having a safe egress.
Ethereal plane is where the Slender Man is, right?
I don't know what that reference means, but sure.
The Slender Man that we all saw. It's really creepy.
Yeah.
Chat, they don't know. They don't know, chat.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
What was that about, Andy? Jeez.
These all sound great to me.
I vote
think-
ethereal plane.
Yeah, I mean, taking care of whatever's there would take less than 4 hours, so we're clearing that out, getting that crossed off our to-do list. and then we'll just go to Stag Sucks using the ethereal plane.
So we've got 2 votes for ethereal plane. Akari, Burbage.
What was the other? I mean, what's the other?
The other
The
option
other-
was trying to make your way with some
Yeah.
invisibility through the
Okay.
streets.
Well, so basically it was either use the invisibility and disguises in order to try to get to the Thieves
Yeah.
Guild.
Yeah.
Use the invisibility and disguises to try to get to wherever Ire is and see if he has any answers, because he's almost certainly going to be mixed up in all of this. Or 3, go to the plane ethereal and probably have to deal with the Slender Man?
Yeah.
Slender
And
Man.
wait, who voted for? I'm sorry. Who again voted for ethereal plane?
Stormbringer and Clem.
and Clem. I vote for the ethereal plane.
Do you really think that whatever's going on in the ethereal plane has to do with me?
Who here has seen creepy figures with glowing white eyes? Outside of that first time in the...
Me, but I thought maybe that was just kind of Andy being a goof.
Sounds like him. And Kotek has white eyes looking at you.
Oh, fuck you, Andy.
Did any of us see that?
First,
Guessing
and I have
not.
to live with this.
No one else heard that. No, he didn't say anything.
But Burbage really saw that and heard it.
Yeah.
I guess
Burbage, if you're too worried, I can change my vote. But I just feel like ethereal plane would be the best bet right now.
no, ethereal plane sounds great. Sounds great.
Does it?
To be clear, also, I hadn't voted yet, so it wasn't like it was a foregone conclusion or anything. I was just letting everyone...
At the very least, we could use the ethereal plane to get somewhere not here, somewhere further
Yeah.
south toward the Thieves Guild entrance, or somewhere southeast towards where Ire is, or somewhere further southeast to where the theater is. Ethereal plane sounds like maybe our best bet.
Charity's going to sort of stop for a second. Then I'm going to telepathically communicate with Clue.
Okay.
So, buddy, we were bouncing around the idea of going into the ethereal plane and, killing whatever that thing was in there in an attempt to make it easier to travel through. Opinions on that?
Fuck yeah, is the sense you get from this.
Apparently, Clue votes yes on ethereal plane. So,
You get a fiery, emotion. You get almost an image in your head of just his mane lighting up.
Okay. So,
Can we still pretend that you guys have taken me prisoner?
In the ethereal plane.
Just, for the aesthetic.
Yeah, I think I
Sure.
have some handcuffs that you gave me.
can I kindly request that one of our combatants' hands not be bound as we're going into what we are almost certain is mortal peril?
There's Charity, always the pragmatist. All right, let's do it, guys.
Yeah. So can we slip down to, the butcher shop?
Yeah. You open the front door, and right, kind of chest level almost, is an envelope floating in the air. Just floating. I don't know who opened the door, but
There's an envelope floating outside the door.
It was probably either Charity or Burbage, because that's who Charity would have suggested to go first. Possibly Burbage, because I would have thought he would know the sight lines better.
Burbage
Sure.
about head height then to you. There's a envelope. loading.
Burbage wants to determine whether this envelope is a threat.
I'm not a threat. What is your name? Says the envelope.
Coat check. What's yours?
Sorry, not the right person.
My name is Little Old Sally.
Not the right person.
Who are you looking for?
What's your name?
Let us help. Tell us who you're looking for.
Doesn't work like that. What's your name?
Little Old Sally.
Not the right person.
Snow Mountain Baller.
Not the right person.
Can I ask where you're from? Who sent you?
I am from the Otherworldly Delivery Service.
All right. Well, that sounds promising. Should I give my real name?
Yeah, do it.
Are you going to hurt me if I tell you I'm Burbage Kemp?
Correct. And the envelope comes into your hand.
It's gonna hurt you, or the correct name? Who knows?
Burbage, in your inventory, you will have, I'm just going to put it in everyone's, Otherworldly Delivery Service, Burbage Kemp, which reads, unless you want to read this quietly, I guess, but, or if you want to read it out loud, whatever you like.
Don't worry, guys. I'm past keeping secrets from the family. I'll read the letter out loud for all of us to hear. Dearest Burbage Kemp, this is your mother. I know that I've never been very motherly. I've been seeing someone who's been helping me get in touch with more of my feelings. Guess she might have found an exorcist. So, to that end, I was thinking of you. Here are some cookies. They tell me that if you're reading this, then you are near an otherworldly delivery service in the town or city you're in. I've left some cookies in another dimension or something. I don't know how this works. Hope you are well. Lady Kemp of Diefield, mother of the D.O.T. Oh, that's sweet. Cookies? Another dimension? Well, has anyone here ever heard of the otherworldly delivery service? I guess the question is, have I?
No, this doesn't ring a bell.
This is sketchy as fuck.
What's the DOD?
Oh, Defender of Diefield. For you see...
Oh, so it's a useless title.
Well, no. Denotes something pretty spectacular, actually. So, yeah, is this suspicious? This seems like a honey trap, right? This is some bullshit. But there are cookies. Maybe the cookies would be worth it, guys.
Why is this weird letter trying to get you to go into another worldly dimension?
We were already going to go to another worldly dimension. It's just
Yeah, but now I
there are
don't
gonna
want
be
to because the letter
cookies.
told me to.
I think the letter meant a different one.
Has Charity ever heard of this?
Give me a history check.
$18.
You passed a place in Gaholni in Vagelter that was also called Otherworldly Delivery Service, and you just didn't know what that was at all, and so you kind of put it out of your mind until this moment.
I think I've seen something like this before, but it was in Vagelter, which, as we know, is a bad place.
Letter, can you still talk?
There's no response.
You don't have to be withholding. You're not actually my mother.
No response.
So I feel like maybe continue going to the Etheria plane and cookies can be on the back burner. Not that I want to, like, I realize that the reunion with your mother is important, but
No, it's really not. And also, you don't cook cookies on a stovetop. Bake them in an oven. So why would you have them on the back burner? Um,
oh my gosh, you are insufferable.
can I do an insight check on this letter? Like, does Burbage have fondness for cookies historically that his mother would be aware of? Does this
Yeah.
seem appropriate even for a mother in therapy?
Sure. Yeah. Hit me with an insight. I'll
Also-
give you advantage. It's your mother that you're trying to.
Is this in like handwriting?
No.
Okay.
Or it's an extremely like nice handwriting. If
It's
it is,
extremely
like-
regular, so it seems more like it was
Right.
transcribed than an actual handwritten letter.
18 insight.
18, with an 18 insight, this has the cadence of your mother. It's overly formal for her son, which also matches what your mother would write. The content doesn't exactly seem like her, but also it seems like she's doing something new. And cookies, you don't necessarily have any memory of your mother ever making you cookies. So you've never really grown up with a nostalgia for them. So it's kind of hard. It sounds like her, and yeah. So I guess the harder part of this letter sounds like her. The content could have been easily. You would think if it was fake, the content would be closer to to what she would do, and the message tone would be different.
Guys, part of me is wondering if my mother might be trying to send us something to help.
Like cookies?
Like something that she's calling cookies, but maybe it's something else. I mean, she
Like
did
cookies
show
with
up
drugs?
with what?
Drugs? Like cookies with drugs in them? Like Hikari's mom with the cupcakes?
Yeah, maybe. I'm just I'm just thinking back to the Battle of Diefield, during
Okay.
which, by the way, I was the defender of Diefield. I'll tell you the story later. And she did show up in the nick of time and sort of offer a lot of assistance. My mother and the entire camp lineage, apparently, has great magical power.
So here's my thought. We continue to go to the ethereal plane to do that, and then we can utilize traveling through the ethereal plane to get to the otherworldly delivery service and other places that we need to
Yeah.
get to without being seen.
I think that's a good idea. Question for you, Kochek.
Yeah. Huh?
Where is the nearest otherworldly delivery service location here in Federo?
Oh, that place just popped up. The nearest one will be. Oh fuck! What was it? Nearest one was. It was like Ruby District, I think.
Okay.
I think there's two in Federo. Nearest one's Ruby.
All right. Well, if we pop out of the
super expensive. Fuck. They don't like deliver anything good.
that does sound like something my mother would use.
What do they deliver?
They're just stuff. Like you can't deliver magic stuff through it or anything. Sucks.
Wait, you can't?
Can't. Nope.
How
Like
do you
we-
know so much about this? You barely had silver to cover your rent for this crappy place.
Hey, new place pops up. You know, it's the only place it's opened since this whole place went crazy. Everything else is closing down. I was curious.
Well, we can add it as an option. If we happen to pop out of the ethereal plane and we're near the Ruby District, then maybe we can check it out. But for now, I think we need to get out of here.
Fair enough. Let's go get Clue.
All right, are we trying to be stealthy, getting down to the bottom floor, or
Yes.
Yeah.
okay? Stealth rolls for everyone.
Burbage will lead the way and try to help people by leading them through the quietest parts of the stairs.
The
and-
stairs are
Rachel, did you use
specifically.
all your flashes of genius?
I mean, it wouldn't matter because I would go from a
I suppose
3
that's
to an
true.
8.
This is a group check. Burbage is certainly helping.
I had a 10.
Oh,
I got a 20.
good.
I got a 3.
320,
You know, you do have
27,
inspiration.
15.
Just got it.
You feel
And
And Andy
generally,
almost never gets it.
you feel generally like you're doing pretty good. Kochek is also done with your makeup, by the way, and you look much, much older, and he did a really good job. But he was just gonna like wave by and stay up here and not
Oh, yeah, no.
bother with you
No, you're
ever
not
again if it's up to him.
We will potentially see you later.
Good. You feel pretty sneaky with Burbage's help, kind of getting down the stairs and stuff.
Shouldn't we like modify his memory or something?
Can we do that?
I mean, just an abundance of caution. I mean,
No, I mean, like, literally, can we do that?
I think so.
Sometimes Sakari can, but also just remember, go check if, bad things happen. She happens.
Yeah, I'll fucking squish you, but also great job on my makeup, and we'll put in a good word for you.
Fine, I ain't saying nothing. Don't worry about me.
Cool, let's go.
All right. You sneak down. There's a couple times when you kind of need to lean up against the wall because fairly low flying are one of these wyvern riders. You're starting to hear kind of some shouts and commands. Almost all of the bridges have now been burned between the two sides of the district. And you very quickly slip in to the butcher's area, and Clues kind of gets up off the ground from the back area.
All right. Clem and Burbage, you'll need to hop in. Seamus, again.
Yeah.
What are we calling this one, Clem? Is it a bear bag or is it Clementine purse?
It could
Rock,
be
paper,
a bird
scissors?
bag today.
All
Oh,
right.
you want to compete for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Could we?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, tie. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Tie. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, you got me. Clementine purse it is.
Thrilling podcast material.
That was 2 scissors, 2 papers, and then I beat paper or rock with my paper. Very exciting.
Charity's gonna sort of kneel down so that the two of them can climb into. Deep breath, and we'll get you out as soon as we're on the other side.
Ladies first, and I hop in.
If it smells in there, I'm sorry. Says Seamus.
Seamus, what have you done with yourself?
I tidied up a little bit, but it's been a while since I had a shower.
Burbage
Fair, I'll work on
hops.
that.
Burbage lowers himself into the bag, begrudgingly.
Okay. As does Clem, I assume.
Yeah, I went in first.
Clem went in first.
Oh, went in first. Then we're good. Do you pop into the ethereal plane?
All right, buddy. Let's go.
All right. Everything turns to silver glass around you. Immediately, the wind whips up. It's very quiet here. In the shredded remains almost of the butcher shop around you that you see. You step out what should be a door, but nothing impedes your movement.
Also, I'll let Burbage and Clem out immediately.
Immediately, yeah. In Burbage and Clem, you come into this area. You look around. It is the city of Federo all around you. Nothing is moving. You don't see anything. Where would you like to go?
Are there bridges here? Is there a river?
There are. All the bridges seem intact at the moment.
Also, isn't the
river
river
is
frozen?
yes, the river
So
is
it's like,
normally
Since
frozen.
the bay is frozen.
It's not in the ethereal plane at the moment,
Hmm.
which is interesting. It's almost like the spirit of the river is still flowing, which is kind of.
Do we want to just make a bunch of noise, or do we want to set a trap, or?
Hey, Clue, do you have any sense of where the wrong thing is?
It's looking around on edge. Doesn't seem to.
Can I try to feel the magic of this place? And like try to get a sense of where something might be? Because the last time we encountered it, we almost experienced like a warping of the
Yes.
space.
Right. Yeah, give me an Arcana check, see if you can feel anything like that.
22.
A 22. You feel a bit of a shudder, almost a slight earthquake maybe, underneath your feet. You sense that feeling, but you don't have a direction. You don't think it's close. Though, again, this place, and you've been here several times, this place feels off.
So I don't think it's immediately near us at the moment, but yeah, this isn't how this place is supposed to be. So
Do we head in the direction that we want to eventually go and see
might
if
as
we
well
run
start
into it?
heading southeast, since if we get back into the plane physical, the plane material, we'll want to check either Ire or the Thieves Guild, and they're in the same-ish direction. Oh, also, keep your eyes peeled.
All right, so you begin heading southwest along the streets of this place. It is barren, entirely diffused light. There, you get a sense of a sun somewhere above you, but you can't place it. And you travel for maybe 10, 15 minutes, and you're starting to get pretty close to where you're supposed to go. And you look like you're almost outside the Thieves Guild.
This is the Thieves Guild entrance in the Jade district.
Yes. And you step up to the gates that would normally impede your movement. You step straight through them into the small courtyard of this place.
Well, things have been pretty uneventful in the ethereal plane so far. So, I don't know, should we just keep trying our luck?
Clue kind of whinnies. Starts to look around. He's getting nervous.
Maybe we're getting close and we just gotta wait a little bit longer? Can I just send a firebolt into the air?
Sure. So in this
Getting reckless.
this massive landscape of just gray and silver all around you, this one fiery red and yellow light shoots straight up into the air, getting lost in the cloud cover above.
Listen, I'm just impatient and I want us to get out to the Thieves Guild, but what if we don't fight this thing and then we come back from the Thieves Guild and then it's here and then we're hurt, and it just seems... Sorry, I probably should have discussed it first.
As Clem finishes that sentence, they're lifted up off the ground. Their arms kind of go sideways. And you see 4 long fingers sticking out the front of Clem. The rest of this thing forms behind Clem as it's holding her up by these unnaturally elongated limbs. And you see these bright, brilliant white lights in a shadow of blackness.
Slenderman!
And it slams Clem straight into the ground.
Do I get a chance to react?
Do you have a reaction?
I mean, like, yeah?
Please take 52
Well-
bludgeoning damage.
Could it be? I have Boots of the Winding Path, which are they as a reaction or a bonus action?
It might be reaction.
So it says, while wearing the boots, a creature can teleport up to 15 feet to an unoccupied space that the creature can see. It must have occupied that space at some point during the current turn. So could it be that I was up because they lifted me up and then they started to slam me down? Could I teleport myself back up?
Doesn't sound like it's that quick of a reaction. Like if you were like about to like falling through the air or something, perhaps that's enough time. This happened so quickly and entirely surprised you. 53 bludgeoning damage and 37 necrotic damage.
Jesus. So that's a total of 90?
Yes. As it slams Clem into the ground, you see its like black muscles grow around its shoulder, and then it travels down its own arm. That mass of muscle, just like a bullet, slams straight into Clem. The cloud and mist around Clem just dissipates for a moment, as if the very ground itself started to evacuate the area. And it looks at the rest of you. I was just talking about you.
With who? Do you talk to yourself a lot? Are you lonely?
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
I don't like it.
That was more than half my hit points.
I
Took
didn't.
that one that gives like 700 hit points back, so.
I did not realize that we were like looking for the fight right away.
Yeah, no, Clem is getting a little antsy.
Yeah.
Just
Indeed. All right,
Fuck.
that's
What
where
the fuck?
we're gonna pick up with a fight next time.
Whew.
Yeah, so players, S tier level fight coming up. I didn't warn you prior to this because I didn't know we were going here. But it's gonna be intense. We'll pick up there next time. Thank you all for watching. Thanks so much. We appreciate it. We love you. Hang in there and please join us next time because there's going to be a rad fight coming up. So yeah,
sorry.
don't be sorry.
No, this is
it was going to
wild.
happen at some point.
Might as well get it over with.
Yep, you're at least kind of expecting it now. This is probably good.
All right.
All right.
Righty, everybody. Thanks so much. See y'all soon.
Good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Lonely she walks down beside the green river. My lady she was, and I bend my knee. One divine, my seraph, my heart to deliver. She gives me a small flower that I call Tomb Lily. I love so completely, so true. But know that our story is so short it must be. Every time that you show me that blue and white flower, reminds me of me, lady, who descended for thee. When she